Today we're back with the Honda Rincon that is giving me so much trouble. And what I mean by that is I tried removing the rear left CV shaft, pounded and pounded and pounded, could not get that thing out. Had to remove the rear diff. So even the right side was stuck on. What I ended up doing, I ended up drilling through this cup into the other side, put a punch through there, hammered it, knocked the other side out, tried doing the same thing on this side, it would not budge. And when I say I hammered on it, I mean I hammered on it. I used my homemade slide hammer that's got quite a bit of weight to it, wouldn't move. Welded it right to the hub, wouldn't move. Okay, I'm gonna weld it. If it was my machine, that's what I would do. Put this in here. Oh, jeez. Long process, but we're getting there. Alright, well, you probably can't see, but I did just make it through with this drill bit. I'm gonna actually drill it a little bit bigger, and then hopefully, well, right now I can throw some fluid in it, but what I'm gonna try to do is drill it big enough to get a punch in there, punch the other side out, and then maybe I can punch this side out. Ooh, that's done. Oh, nice. Wow. Now, we hope and pray. It's been sitting for a little while. I hope this is gonna work. Sprayed a bunch of penetrating oil in there, WD-40, PB Blaster, nothing. It's been, so I pulled the diff finally. It's been sitting over the weekend full of PB Blaster. So I'm gonna try to pound it out today. Hopefully it comes. If not, put it in the press, I guess, and hope it doesn't break. I don't know, maybe I'll try that first. Just go easy with it on the press and hope it doesn't damage the case. I figured that was probably the best way, so let's go ahead and see if we can press this out. Like I said, I've soaked it with penetrating oil, I've heated it, it just, nothing would happen. Hopefully this works without breaking anything. So we're supported by all 4 mounting spots. Let's go ahead, we'll take it easy. Oh man, that's a lot of pressure. Is it moving? Wow. That's a lot of pressure on that. Something's gonna break. This is a 20-ton jack here. Oh man. That's a lot of pressure on that. It hasn't popped yet. Maybe I'll give it a whack from the bottom here. Hitting the side of that CV cup and it doesn't seem to be doing much. At this point, I don't even know what I should do. If I keep going with that, it will break the case, no doubt about it. I mean, that case is made out of cast aluminum. It'll break it for sure. I mean, I put a lot of pressure on that. Not quite as much as that jack will go, but if I go any more, I think she's gonna bust apart, and that's not good. Somebody on my last video said they had the same exact problem. They ended up cutting the CV shaft off, taking it apart, and then pushing it through the ring gear, pressing it through the ring gear. I think we'd be safer doing that. So I guess I'll try that. Now this is where I definitely lose money on my jobs because I stopped the clock a long time ago on this thing. I can't charge for multiple hours worth of labor trying to get this rear CV shaft out. It would just be ridiculous. By the time I'd get done charging the correct labor, probably end up being able to buy a new diff or a used one anyways. Much as I don't want to cut this, I think it's probably my safest option right now. So close. There we go. Now we're just left with the seal that's going to be replaced. So we'll pop this case off. Man, those things are on there too. Before I pop this case off, I'm going to go blow off all the shavings. Pop that off. There's that. Oh my goodness. That doesn't look good. Wow. Pretty grimy in there. Let's go ahead and pull that ring gear out of there if we can. Oh man, oh man. This thing's gonna need a complete rebuild. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, I'll clean her off, see what those teeth look like. But, wow. No wonder that thing was stuck. This thing, of course, it's got so much mud, rust, all kinds of junk in there. I bet it got so hot that, you know, it kind of seized that clip right in there. Whoa. Well, I guess I feel less bad if we do happen to break something because this thing's not in great shape anyways. But let's go ahead and try to press it out now. Might as well heat the crap out of that first. Got her a little on the warm side. Go ahead and put that right in there. Holy crap. That's ridiculous. Oh, she finally broke free. Wow. That was ridiculous. A little warm. But it did break off some in there. But I should be able to chip that out of there. That must be where the clip was or something. But it didn't look like it damaged the splines on the ring gear at least. That's the side I cut. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it did. It busted. This is where the clip is supposed to be right there. And it busted what was left of that. So right there shows you how strong that clip is. Wow. Finally got it off. Thankfully, nothing broke other than the shaft. Obviously, the shaft was already junk. We cut it off. Thanks for the comment, Justin, because I did exactly what you said you did, and it worked. So, appreciate that. Now, as far as this goes, this is going to need a rebuild. I didn't drain any fluid out of here, so you can see there was hardly any fluid left in this thing. Basically just caked on grease that was left over. But it's going to need some bearings and seals and bearings and bearings. This thing is like very gritty. That one's actually kind of locked up now. The pinion still moves pretty smoothly, but we'll replace this bearing, that bearing, all new seals. The ring gear, honestly, the ring gear looks pretty good. The pinion looks pretty good. So we'll reuse it. We'll just rebuild it. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't like part 1, part 2, part 3 videos, but I figured I left you on a cliffhanger on the last video on this, so I figured I'd get you this video out, show you that I actually got it, and we saved the rear differential. So now I had to order the rebuild kit, and I'm going to set this one to the side. Well, I can still do the front end parts. Well, it's kind of hard because I got the back torn apart. I'll set this aside. We'll move on to the red Rincon, and hopefully we have better luck with that one. Now, as I said, that is the worst CV shaft I have ever seen. I've never seen one stuck that bad. I've seen some stuck ones, but not that bad. But I do have another project over here that I bought due to that reason. This right here is like a 2012 Polaris Ranger 800 XP, and I bought this because the owner couldn't remove this rear CV shaft on this one. As you can see, they actually welded a threaded rod onto, they must have cut the cup, and then they welded this onto there. And they said they had a slide hammer on here, and they were beating it, and they could not get it. So at the time when I bought that, I was like, yeah, I'll be able to get that out, no problem. Well, after seeing that Rincon, we'll see. I bet she comes off mean. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video. I'll get another one out very soon, and we'll catch you on the next one.